How y'all doing today? Live Farm 73 here. Guava. Guava. And welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Yes, it is officially the Greenhouse Lounge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this started because I'm about to answer a question that all of y'all keep asking me. And I try not to answer it because it's not a universal answer. So right now, we're going to get right into it. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, how you doing? Who else? We got Sun Energy. How you doing, my sister? How you doing? Okay, now I can see a little better. I don't got my reading glasses or nothing. Okay, She's Natural Homes there. How you doing? Super Bubbles. How you doing? Be Love. How you doing? Samantha. Garden with Eve. How you doing? TLC in the Garden. How you doing, my sister? Cheryl, the garden artist. Let me close out some of these so I can see. Am I the only one that keep about 5,000 apps open? I need to stop doing that, especially in these days and time. All right, let's get back into it. Natasha, what is this? Natasha Newsom, how you doing? Cassandra's Fulton, South Fulton Garden. BC Brown, Carrie Robinson, how you doing? Growing with Hudson, how you doing? GWH, how you doing? Toya Love, Carla Patterson, how you doing? TLC, there you go. Tanya Hall, Tanya Hall Sexton, how you doing? All right, Will Larry, Natural Light Brown Sugar. All right, LA, how you doing? Delois, how you doing? See who we got else. Cheryl, the garden artist, got that one. All right, let me see where we at. Let me see where we are so far. All right, let's get into it. I want to welcome everybody here to the Greenhouse Lounge today. I am in South Carolina in the Midlands. And I want you to know, and I'm talking about where I am now. I'm at home, if y'all can't tell. I'm going to answer a question that everybody keep asking me, which is, when should I start grafting? When should I start air layering? And when should I start fertilizing? I'm going to answer that. Again, this is not a universal answer, but I'm going to show you when I do it. So that will give you kind of like a universal answer to your question. All right. This is not fully across the board, but the signs will show you what to look out for. All right. So we are going to go on a quick Laird Farmer field trip because the only way I can tell you is best that I show you. Do I have any questions so far? I know we just got in. Do I have any questions so far? Oh, and the other question. Hey, Unbiased LLC, how you doing, my sister? The other question is everybody say, Led, when should I plant my fruit tree? Is it okay to do it now? Then when? We're going to talk about that now because I'm about to start planting all of my trees. And everybody, excuse my voice. This will let you know too. The spring is here and my allergies got me in my voice and my nose tripping and dripping. Okay. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Andrea says, what look, I caught your live broadcast. Is this regularly scheduled day and night time? No, I don't schedule anything. Okay, my life just won't let me do it. If the money came in like that, absolutely I would have a schedule. But I gotta go, I gotta work on the money. You gotta get that money, gotta get them bills paid, you know. So, and then we're gonna talk about something else. All right, here we got a question. Monica says, I have a question, Led, about my elderberry cutting that I received from you. I have it in water right now. Is that okay? Yes. That's fine. Yeah, she all sleepy. She ain't had no nap. So look. You sleepy? Okay. Monica says, I live in Boston. Can I put it out until it gets warm? I can't put it out till it gets warm. Oh, you can't put it out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sun Energy says, Leah, if you are planting the fruit trees now, I will be planting my fruit trees in the ground too. Okay. If you're anywhere around me, if you're in Florida, if you are in the Carolinas, either north or south, if you are in East Georgia, South Georgia, really all of Georgia can do it. But I'm just saying, to get some really good results, if you're in Eastern Georgia to Southern Georgia, around like, Northern Florida, or you're in like Savannah, one thing that I want to let y'all know before we get started, when it comes to Georgia, nobody knows where I am. Like, I'm right by Savannah, Georgia. Here in Columbia, South Carolina, I am literally nowhere from Savannah. So if you're around that Eastern Georgia, Southeastern Georgia, all of that, it's time. It's ready. Okay. Sandra Giller, how you doing? Said, we just got almost 14 inches yesterday. I did put some brassica in water jug outside. Okay. So I want to show you what I look for. That is universal. When you can start grafting and airland doing a chili dog, now that's going to differ, okay? But me showing you signs, that's going to be when. Let's see. Carrie Woods, can purple sweet potatoes be grown from a potato I bought at the grocery store? It depends. That totally depends, and we're gonna talk about that too. Erica, my fly family, how you doing? My sister and my brother over there. Look, it's so y'all gonna make this discussion go longer than it gotta be, because that's a good question. Let me tell you something. Purchasing fruits and vegetables from the store and then replanting them in the ground. Just a few years back, we all did that, okay? And that was great. It was good to do. It was great. I don't want to start no conspiracy talking this early in the game, but I'm going to be honest with you. We've gotten some things from the store that I throw straight in the trash because they don't act right. It's something weird going on. So they're making it so you can't replant your own food. Now, I want to get into that discussion a little later on in this video, okay? But they are truly, I mean it, making it so you cannot repurpose, regrow, replant anything that you buy from the grocery store. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's weird about that. Let me see. Erica, my fly family, say, let me say it for you. Buying from the grocery store, growing is difficult. Very, very. If you do get it to grow and you bought it from the store, man, it's slow. It half-ass die. It might grow a little bit and then the roots die or something. It's almost like it's pre-programmed not to rejuvenate itself, right? Let me see. Her roots and garden says, I can grow potatoes instead because I think it's past my growing season here in West Coast Florida. You can still put potatoes. Yeah, you can still put potatoes down. Carrie Woods, I was curious. The eye was not growing. you right, it's still on the table. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I've noticed because a lot of us repurpose or replant our onion butts, celery. I've been doing this for years. Y'all know I've been doing this for years on all the video. Nothing acts right anymore. If you purchase a vegetable or fruit from the store and try to regrow it, it ends up rotting and stinking no matter what you do. I don't know what it is. And I'm not going to go down that alley because I don't want to start that. But I'm not having any luck. Now, I bought some onions, yellow onions from the store twice. I bought yellow onions and I bought garlic. Let me tell you something. It rotted from the inside out. I went to use an onion. Hey, Sean does it all. No, you ain't doing nothing wrong. They're doing something wrong. I went to grab an onion to put on a hamburger, right? I grabbed the onion and the onion collapsed. The outside of the onion looked brand new, like I just got it from the grocery store. The whole inside of the onion was rotten. I grabbed another one and the same thing. Now, usually if you take an onion, everybody tell me this. Y'all tell me this. When you cut an onion and then say you put it in a plastic bag, I always put my cut onion in a sandwich bag, Ziploc bag, and put it in the refrigerator, what starts to happen? Anybody can answer that. Everybody answer it. If you cut your onion, you want to save the rest for another day, you put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator. Say you wait a little too long, maybe a week or two. What starts happening to that cut onion that you got in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag? Ha ha, absolutely. Angela Cheney, it starts to regrow. That's right, Sean does it all. It starts to sprout. Erica, my fly family, you got a bad one. You got a bad one. It's supposed to start sprouting from the center. You can regrow that. If it starts sprouting and you get that long green stem out the center, you can go replant that. That's ready to go. But you know what? The last batch of onions, couple last batch of onions that I got, I put them in the Ziploc bag like I've been doing my whole life. Put them in the refrigerator. You look back in that refrigerator and they rotten. Nothing grows from the center. Nothing. You look in there and the onion is brown and rotten and soft. I can't make this up. I told my wife, like, hey, you know, normally I don't like growing onions, but we're going to have to because I don't know what these are. Where you will cut into a yellow onion, red onion, or a green onion, it don't even burn your eyes no more, right? You can damn near cut this onion and it don't even give you that acid, don't even do your eyes like it used to. Remember, it'll get you a little bit, but just a few years ago, you got to hurry up and chop this onion up or you ain't going to be able to see for about 15 minutes. It don't do that anymore. I was on the land and I was in the cabin, I told you. And I was chopping up an onion and I realized I chopped this whole onion up with no tears, no reaction, no acid, no nothing. And I said, that's weird. I didn't think real hard on it, but it was like no reaction. My hands wasn't stinking like onions. I didn't really have to wash my hands like that, you know what I'm saying? And here's the crazy part. This was like back in the fall, late fall, early winter, when it's time to harvest those onions. So onions were everywhere at the farmer's market, grocery store. So these onions should be premium. They're not old, they're not used, they ain't been sitting on the shelf for 59 months. No, I didn't get anything from those onions. So again, we're going to get into that discussion. Gotta pee? we're going to get into that discussion. And then right now I want to show y'all it's time to air layer, when I air layer and when I start grafting and when I start fertilizing. So layer farmer field trip real quick. Okay. Let me wipe this screen off. Layer farmer field trip. Come on, pup. Might as well pee while we out here, baby. Ready to go? All right. Okay. Can y'all? Watch me. Let me watch myself here. Okay. Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? If you can see me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can see me and hear me clearly, give me 3 thumbs up. Okay, good. So, I want to show you when when it's time to air layer and when it's time to graft. I'm going to show you when I do it, okay? This is when. So pay attention, everybody, pay attention to this. When you start seeing those buds swell just like that, I want to give you this perfect example of when it's time to graft and when it's time to air layer. This is when I do it. So when people say it ain't been successful for me, how do you do it? What did I do wrong? You either waited too late or you did it too early. I wait till I see that bud swelling. Remember, I want you to see something. This bud used to look like this little bud. Okay? Just a couple of weeks ago, these looked like these little guys. Let me get another better angle of that. There you go. When you see that little bit of green, just a little bit, and they broke through, that's when you really want to go ahead and start air layering that branch off. Can you air layer it thin? Hold on, just let me show you first before we start asking questions, okay? Now, all over this tree, I'm gonna give you this angle here. All over this tree, look at those fat buds. You see all of that? Can everybody see all of those nice plump buds like that? So if you got 1 or 2, I would leave it alone. But once your whole branch starts looking like that on all over the tree, you want to jump right on top of that, okay? Just like this. Now, the reason why is because this is a prime indication that the juices are flowing through this tree again. It's waking up, okay? So it's going to be easy for this bark to start slipping. It's going to be easy to work with that bark, and it's also letting you know that it's flowing those juices through that tree that's going to keep that air layer or that chili dog alive. That's what's really going to push you through. Sometimes when you air layer, you do a chili dog method, and it don't turn out right. Well, that's because maybe the juices aren't running through the tree because it's the wrong time of season, or it hasn't started yet. And that is what always stumps you. So I really want to say that. Now, here's the other thing. I get the question. Here's the other thing. Y'all say, Led, when should I fertilize my tree? I can't tell you when to fertilize your tree. But as soon as I see my tree waking up like that, that's when I get the compost on it. Or if you're going to buy fertilizer, whatever you do, that's the time to start getting that tree fed. Just like when your kids wake up for school in the morning, you want to get them. Air layer is the chili dog method, Erica. I'll tell you about it. But your kids get up for school in the morning, you get them some breakfast. You get them something good to eat, right? So they can have a good start to a day. That's these trees. They need to eat. They're waking up. So if you want them to be able to do what they're supposed to do, and have enough energy to uptake the nutrients from the ground and photosynthesis. You need to give them some extra boost of energy, especially if your tree is not old enough to do it on its own. You gotta baby walk it a little bit, okay? So add root jelly to help. No, don't add none of that. Don't add none of that. Don't add, you ain't gotta do none of that nonsense. That's I ain't knocking you, but that's nonsense, okay? So before we go back in the house, I gotta watch out because I think she dropped a load last night over here somewhere. I wanna show y'all that all my citrus made it through the winter. All of it. Uncovered, unscathed. I told you, I don't touch it. All of it. So my citrus made it through the winter, untouched. I'm telling you, when you start messing with stuff too much, that's when we end up with a problem, okay? So do I have a question at all real quick before we start getting into the. So, oh, here's another thing. If you cut too many branches off your tree, this is how I like to prune, okay? This tree has been leaning for years, and now I'm about to start straightening it up, okay? And I'm gonna start making it more uniform. So see how this tree is leaning over that way? When those get full of pears, this tree will touch the ground. So what I plan to do is cut all of these side branches off leaning. I'm going to chili dog method those, air layer those off, and make completely new trees instead of just chopping them off and throwing them away. No, I'm gonna I'm gonna air layer those off and make completely new trees. So then this tree will be back in balance, and I will have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 20 new trees, okay? So I just wanted to get into that with you guys. And whatever tree that you need to prune now in the spring, this is what you do. You want to air layer them off and make yourself new trees, okay? So let's get in here and talk about it. Come on, pup. Come on, baby. Let's get in here and talk about it. Come on. That's enough checking your text messages. Come on. All right. All right. I had to make sure, I wanted to show you guys, and all of my trees are starting to open up like that. And I said, I want to make sure that I show y'all exactly what I'm talking about instead of just talking about it. Okay? All right, so we back in full effect. Let's talk about it. All right, Her Roots in Garden says, why does my lime tree have flowers on it? Does it mean with will not fruit? Why does your lime tree have flowers on it? Can you rewrite that? Because I'm not sure what you're saying, okay? All right. Angela says, how old should the tree be to air layer? There is no real, you want the tree to be hardened off, okay? That's the word we're using. You want the tree to be hardened off. And by the way, y'all, I'm not cold. I was just prepared to go outside because I knew what I was going to do for this video. But my head is cold because I'm bald. So I'm going to rock this for a minute. When the tree hardens off, meaning you getting some kind of good, hey, T-Nog, how you doing in the house? You want that tree to have some wood on it. You want it to be woody, okay? Now, if you're grafting, you don't really have to worry about that so much. But if you're air layering, you want that branch that you're air layering to be hardened off, meaning it should look something like this, okay? It should have wood on it. It should not be green. All right. Let's see. Hey, Yas Healing. Says lead info you give is priceless. We love and respect you so much. Been watching for 6 years now. 2 questions. When is, and thank you, by the way, when is it thick enough to air layer and list cold hardy mangoes? Okay, we'll do that. I'm gonna list those cold hardy mangoes on another video for you, okay? But again, I just explained when you should, the best time to air layer that tree off, okay? T-Nog in the house, y'all. Let me see. Okay, second floor garden says, question, should we wait until the trunk is a certain thickness, same question, before we start leaving them uncovered in the winter? Oh, no, that's not the same question. Yes. All right, let's talk about if you live in the South. Now, let me get something. Question, should we wait until the trunk is a certain thickness? Okay, second floor gardens. Are we talking about citrus trees? I need to know your grow zone. Give me your grow zone, second floor. Give me your grow zone and tell me what kind of trees are you talking about, because it's a difference. If you're in the South and we're talking about citrus trees, you absolutely want some girth to that tree. Okay? Yes, Erica. So, Led, I'm going to send you my address so you could work on my fruit. You know what? I come anyway, though. Because I'm right by you. But second floor, you definitely want some thickness on that tree. Okay? Before you stop covering it, not just the thickness of the trunk, but you, okay, here, get this. Not just the thickness of the trunk. You also want to make how many years has this tree been in the ground? You got a nice thick trunk, right? But how long has your tree, how many winters has it been through? How many years, how many seasons it's been through counts. And there's a reason for that. Because you also, not just the girth, not just the thickness of the trunk, but you want that root system to be crazy, strong. So Good Gardener in the house. What's going on, bro? You want the root system to be at its best. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Because when you're dealing with a citrus tree in the South, this ain't northern talk right here, but you're dealing with a citrus tree in the South, a thick trunk and a strong root system, man, that's a 1-2 punch. Okay? If you got a thick trunk, because you just bought it from the store, I want you to think now, if you just bought it from the store and this tree cost you like $300, because you bought it and the trunk looked like my wrist, the root system still only this big because you probably got it in like a 5-gallon pot. The root system ain't even mature. The tree is. The tree itself. But the root system is whack. So you put it in the ground this year. The tree is 6 feet tall and it's strong. Right? Stop punching me in the trunk. The tree is 6 feet tall. It's 3 or 4 feet wide. Right? But the root system cannot sustain that tree when you first get it. So what you need to do, that first number on your fertilizer, that's what you should be concentrating on. Wait, let me think. Let me see. No, not nitrogen. That's the lead. You need to be concentrating on the last number. The potash. You want that root system to grow. You want to feed that root system. You want to make that root system as big as it possibly can. Okay? And the reason for that is you want that root system to be able to sustain phosphorus. Right. But yeah. Thank you, Tino. You want that root system to be able to carry the rest of that tree. Okay? If you, I ain't gonna use that analogy, but you understand what I'm saying. So the thickness of the trunk is not the only thing we should be looking at when we're talking about can we leave the tree uncovered and unprotected. See, my tree's been in the ground for some years before I just was like, I had to find out that, okay, I found out the hard way, mind you, whether they was ready or not. So you got to be ready for that. If you dig down in there and you start seeing the roots come out, maybe 2 or 3 feet away from the tree, you ready. You should be about ready, okay? All right, all right. Let me see. Any other question? Oh, it was something else. Let's get back into it. Any other questions first? Let me go back and see if we got any other questions. So good, Gardner, in the doggone place to be. Let me see. So, okay. Her Roots says, my bad. I'm a new gardener. My lime tree has some flowers and it's only 1 year old. Does it mean it will not produce fruit? No, that means listen to this, okay? I'm gonna tell you my definition. I've been saying this for years. When I see flowers, I see fruit. Flowers mean fruit, okay? Flowers need to open to be pollinated, to be turned into fruit. Remember that. If you start seeing flowers, that does not mean that you're going to get 100% production. That flower might fall off. But when you start seeing those flowers, that means your tree is healthy. It's either super healthy or super sick. Okay, so if you look at that tree and you don't see your tree has no problems, the root system is great, there's nothing been chewing on the bark or the branches, and it's flowering, you in good standing. But if you see the roots been nibbled off by moles and voles, if you see the deer been rubbing on the bark and ripping it half off, storms broke the branches, and then it start flowering, that means your tree is sick and it needs some help. Okay, so every time you see flowers is not always a good sign either. You just got to be conscious of what your tree and your orchard is doing. Okay, the kindergartner, that's dope. Say I'm just joined the live, but I remember you shouted out a tree company. What was the name of it? Last year ran 50% off sale. That is Ison's Nursery. ISON Nursery and Vineyard, okay, online. And in the box, if they ask you, how did you get here, put my name in there. They're going to take really good care of you, okay? Ison's Nursery. Now, I'm going to be doing, speaking of that, I have done something. I'm going to be giving away some fruit trees this season. Right in spring, right before spring. Let me see, what is this? We're going to be giving away a few trees. And I'm talking about the tree. Well, I'm not going to say that. We're going to be giving away some fruit trees. And they're going to be delivered directly to your house. If I were you, I'm not going to plan it. I'm not going to say when I'm doing it, because y'all know me. I'm not going to do that, because then I turn around. If I miss it, I'm going to be lying to you. You better be around on these live streams, because I'm going to be doing a spring garden kickoff. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be giving away some fruit trees. Okay? And I mean it. I ain't did no giveaways in a long time. But I'm going to. All right, this is going to be a new year, couple changes coming up, and that's going to be one of them. I'm not saying I'm going to be doing giveaways all the time no more, because I'm not. But when the feeling and the spirit moves me, I'm ready to give some trees. I'm ready to get people gardens growing. If this is going to convince you to start your garden and stop playing games, that's what we're going to have to do. Okay? So I'm going to be talking to Ison's Nursery, and I'm going to see if Ison's Nursery I'm gonna see if Ice's Nursery can give me a little something. Are you against putting them in containers? Okay, that's a good question. I'm gonna answer that in a moment. I'm going to be reaching out to Ison's Nursery and see if I can get my hands on some trees, and we're going to be giving them away. Okay? So be watching out, because I'm going to do it live. It's not going to be one of those we spin the wheel thing. It's not going to be none of that. All right? It's going to be eeny, meeny, miny, mo. If you here, you might win. If you ain't, I ain't nothing I can do about it. All right? Let's see what we got here. Are you, the kindergartner says, are you against putting them in containers? That's a good question. You can't put all trees in a container. Okay? You just can't. It depends. Hey, Sam Whittle, it depends on which tree you put in. All right? Like, do not put a persimmon in a container because it has a long taproot. Do not put a pecan tree in a container. Super long taproot. You'll kill it quick. Let me see what we got here. Sun Energy says, I bought six fruit trees from Ison's Nursery last week. When I spoke to them, I told them you sent me. They said, "Oh, we know Lead Farmer." That's right. That's right. I am friends with the owner of Ison's Nursery. I mean, friends. Okay, this ain't a sponsorship like that. So thank you for that, Sun Energy. Thank you for that. TLC in the Garden says, you close enough to do that. Now, if he comes home to visit, I'm next door. I'll come to your house too, TLC. Let's see. I can't pronounce your name at all. Like, I'm not even going to tear you up. So, yes, I need conviction. How about the chili dog tree? I'm not quite sure what we talking about, okay? Judy says, Mr. Laird, my mother listened to your live the other day, even if it's not live, because she still works in the medical field. But your message cut off, Judy. I wanted to finish reading. Okay, let's see. Off Grid with Rashad says, I'm having bad luck with the lemon and lime trees that I bought. I'm going to take them back to HD and try to replace them. Let me tell you something. When it comes to citrus is easy to grow. Here's the problem that I get from a lot of people when they have problems with citrus. Either they mess with it too much or they leave it alone too long. You can't do that. All you should be doing, remember, citrus is a tropical tree. It does not want to be soaking wet, like at all. It can take some drought. So what I like to do, I like to let it get dry enough where nothing really be on my finger if I stick my finger in the soil. Let that boy dry off a little bit, then hit him with some water. Don't water citrus every day. Don't do that. Now, if you in a desert and stuff like that, that's a whole nother ball game. But I'm talking about for the average person living around the country, do not water citrus trees every day. You will kill it quick. Let me see. Erica says, I do both. Do too much and garden anyway. That's the problem. We do too much. And I'm going to tell you why. We do the same thing with our children, right? We think our kids are stupid. We think they don't know no better. They don't know which way to go. And they need you to be holding their hand 24/7. If you sit back and watch your kid, don't say nothing. Act like you ain't looking at them, right? And when they're in a difficult position, you need to let them use their critical thinking skills and figure it out. And you really don't interject until you see they about to be damaged in one way or another. That's when I step in. This little puppy dog showed us right here. And I'm going to tell you how. Every now and then she throw this damn toy down in this grate under the rack. And we hurry up and go get it. Here's the problem. My puppy realized when I want to play, all I got to do is throw this toy down this grate, and that's going to get him up. And she don't look at it as I'm helping her. She look at it as I'm playing with her. So then I ignore her, right? And I let her go tussle, trying to get this doggone toy out of this grate, this vent. What happens? After I pretended I'm not paying her no attention, she figured it out. Now every time that toy go down that grate, I don't do anything. Now my wife, she be like, oh, I got to get the toy. I'll be like, sit down and watch her. Sit down and watch her. You'll see. I said, she just wants you to get up and play with her. She tricking you. She playing you like a sucker. I said, sit down and ignore her. Don't look in her direction. And watch what happened after about 10 minutes when she realized you're not coming. She just reach her paw through there and grab it with her little fingers and make you feel stupid. Kids is the same way, right? But so is your plants. If you always doing too much, helping them too much, you will end up stunting their growth or sending them to the upper room for plants. Yeah, so trees like, what was that? So treat trees like babies, absolutely. And you need that tree to struggle a little bit. You want that tree to struggle just a little bit because you don't realize when you put a tree in jeopardy, that tree we don't think they have brains and nervous systems and stuff. They do. We just don't fully understand it. When a tree is in jeopardy, it kicks into gear to do something completely different, right? And that tree will like, hey, I'm hurt. I've been injured. My bark is coming off. I think I'm going to die. What do it do? Send out flowers. And then those flowers are going to turn to fruit. The fruit is going to have seeds in it. The seeds are going to fall. The seeds are going to grow new trees. So that tree is trying to preserve its DNA. Trees are smart, and people don't think so. So if you let that tree dry out a little bit, you know what that tree does that you don't realize it does? Underground. If you don't water that tree every day, that tree starts to figure out, I need to get some water so I can get some nutrients. So that tree starts to branch out in its root system. And the root system, think of a root system of a tree like a wolf pack. That root system starts to spread out looking for nutrients, just like a pack of wolves. They know, it's almost like they can smell that there's nutrients over there. There's some poop over there. There's a deceased squirrel head over here. Some old worm castings over here. And all of those branches, those roots spread out. And all of their job, this one is to bring in some liquid. This one is to bring in this nitrogen. This one is to bring in the phosphorus. And all of these branches start to spread out around itself because they're hunting. And nobody think of it like that, but that's how I think of it. You want those roots to hunt because as they reach out and stretch out and start hunting for nutrients to keep the tree alive, it's building a root system that's holding the tree up. So then, now that the root system have stretched out to get the nutrients, and it can hold the tree up, and then you come in and add a little bit more nutrients so it don't gotta work so hard. Oh man. Now you got a tree that can produce fruit because not only is it getting extra food from you, but the roots are strong enough and stretched out far enough to defend for itself. So that's how I look at it. Your root system is like a pack of wolves, okay? And they're always on the hunt. But if you always feeding them, you always watering them, they'll never go out. Hey, think about that. Your kids, if your kids got food in the refrigerator, they on a video game in their room, if they got clean clothes, warm blankets, and all these comforts of paradise, they'll never leave this house. Listen to me. Kids will never leave up out the house. When my kids start getting of age, when they start hitting that 17, 17, 18-ish, yeah, I start making it uncomfortable. Dang, Dad, ain't nothing in the refrigerator to eat. Yeah, go get you something to eat. Dad, can I borrow about $10? I ain't got no money. You ain't never got no money. Well, you go get a job. You start making it uncomfortable for them. And I'm going to give y'all the truth now. My son, well, I'm going to say my wife first. My son was uncomfortable because he still got the same little twin bed. My son over 6 feet tall. And he got the same twin bed that he had. They had the little bed trundle on it when he was a little kid. We got rid of the trundle part years ago. But he was going to my wife like, hey, I need a new bed. I can't stretch out because he done got up to 6 feet tall, And this is a kid bed. Old Power Ranger blankets and stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? So look, Mario Kart curtains and stuff, Now that he into women and school and sports, and he can't be having no Mario Kart curtains and no Power Ranger blanket on his little baby bed. So he go to my wife and say, hey, I need a new bed. So my wife come to me and say, hey, we need to get the boy a new bed because he done grow. I don't want to see nothing in that room. If he want to change the Mario Kart curtains, he can do it. He got to pay for it. That bed ain't going nowhere. If he want to, I don't want him to buy a new bed. Don't bring no queen size bed in here. He in the smallest bedroom in the whole house, right? He said, well, Dad, now that everybody done moved out, we got 4 more bedrooms I can pick from. You stay in that little room that can damn near fit a twin bed, bunk beds or a bassinet in there. Nope, you stay right in there. You know why? Because I don't want you comfortable no more, boy. It's time to roll. So you know what he did? He got so upset one day. He said, I'm going to college. I don't want to go to college close to home and stay home. I want to go stay on campus. Yeah. What campus we talk about, son? I'll drive you there. He ready to go. I didn't have ho-ho cakes and ding-dongs around here waiting on him and sandwiches and bacon bits and shit. No, you got to go. So guess what? I do the same thing with my fruit trees in my garden. Don't come out there and water them every single day. Make them struggle a little bit. Put them on a struggle bus. And after a while, they start trying to do for themselves. Right? Man, they just like kids, man. These trees, that's how everybody seed all the fruit every year. I don't do nothing for them no more. This pear tree to give me all the pears back here, I don't even water that sucker. I don't even water it. I got to a point where I refuse to touch it. I refuse to mess with it. And I still get more fruit than I know what to do with. When I bring in 3 5-gallon buckets of pears or 5-gallon buckets of pears, I don't know what to do with all them pears. And if I make some more vinegar, I believe my wife gonna divorce me and put me out. So I can't imagine if I started feeding them on a regular basis and then they produce even more fruit. You dig what I'm saying? No, let them fend for themselves. They'll be all right. I know us gardeners would say, wait, let me take the boy's queen size. Take that bit. Look. Jesus slept in the manger. Jesus slept in the manger. Okay? So, now it come to a point, man. Look. Go up in the attic. Go up in the attic upstairs, right? and close, take the vent that blows the air condition and the heat into their room, cut that off. Put a big old Zion zip tie on that sucker, close it off. They come to you, Mom, Dad, my air ain't working, it's hot in there. What? Word? It's hot in your room, the air ain't working. Guess we'll call somebody, have somebody come look at it. Right? Go open the window up. Every time I open the window, bugs get in. What? Bugs? Yeah, they be trying to fly in my mouth. What? Aw, well, good luck with that. Man, they don't want to stay. Cut the air and the heat off in that boy. Every now and then, y'all know I got the EcoFlow that controls the whole house, right? I cuts the power off in his room. I'll be like this. Swipe to the left, off power. Hey, Dad, I think the lights is out. While he coming down here telling me he think the power is cut off in the house, he'll look back and see these lights. What? The lights is out? Yeah, I think we got a power outage. All right, I think I'll call the power company. Cut the juice off. I was in the middle of playing the game. You was? Word? Oh, man, I hate it. I hate it for you. Hope you ain't putting no money or no bets down for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Make it uncomfortable. They hit that 17 mark, 18 and up. The longer they stay in the house, the more uncomfortable you make it. Every now and then, like, take one of their shoes and hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm almost late for work. I can't find my other shoe. What? Did you look behind the door? Did you look under the steps? Go check in that closet. You got the shoe in the trunk of your car. Man, you got to make them like, I can't keep nothing around here. You can't? Man. So what you think you should do? Right? No. Dad, you seen my wallet? Your wallet? What you had like $45 in it? Yeah, you seen it? No. I don't know what you talking about. And then they gotta leave, but when they come home, put their wallet somewhere stupid and take the cash out of it. Like, man, somebody said they found your wallet, they brought it home, and everything was missing out. They brought the wallet home, and left your ID, but everything else was gone. You got their money in your pocket. Make it uncomfortable for them, man. You can love them from afar. You can love them from afar. And now he off living in the world on his own, man. He's a whole grown man on campus, man. He don't need me. I made me a man. I done made me a man. You know, I seasoned him good. I tenderized him. And then, hardened him off a little bit. I made me a man. That's how you make a man out there. Keep on feeding him no milk. You said, let me see. Ultra says, shoes and wallets, damn, that's cold. You want to know something? Now, this is going to turn into a whole other video if we don't be careful. But I'm going to tell you right now. So this is 2026. They don't make them like they used to. Listen, I am trying to raise a man that can take care of a woman. I'm not, ladies, for y'all saying, don't no woman need nobody to take care of her. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you got to give up all your women's rights. But what I'm telling you is, if you're a woman and you love your man, ain't it nice for when you can say, honey, can you do X, Y, Z? And your man like, all right, let me finish this up. I'm going to go knock that out. So I'm raising that man. I'm raising the man I was. I'm raising the man that my father made me to be. So, to each his own. But the problem with today's kids, Uber Eats, Uber cars, what is it? Internet takeout, drop off food to your damn house. Netflix, you ain't got to go to the movies. No, man, all they do is sit in the house. I'm not making one of them. I'm not building none of them. okay? I want when my son finds a woman or a woman finds my son, I don't want her. Listen, if she don't want to be with my son, I don't want one of the reasons to be that he's weak and he's soft. You know what I'm saying? She can't use that excuse. I'm going to say that about my kids. If you do leave my child, you cannot use the excuse that my child ain't no soldier. Because you could throw that out the window. They're going to always be able to do for themselves. So to me, that's not cold. That's an old skill loss, if you ask me. Stop babying these grown-ass men and these grown women. Stop babying them, yo. Everybody keep wondering what's wrong with the kids today. We coddle them. We go to the club with them. We hang out with them. We friends with them. I don't want that. I love my kids, but I don't forget what my job is. I'm their daddy. I'm their father. Period. I don't want to go to the club with you. I love you. But I don't want to go to the club with you. I don't want to hang out with you and your little friends. Because if I'm hanging out with you and your little friends is going to respect me the way they respect you. And then we're going to have a problem. Because you ain't going to keep on calling me homie and my guy. That bullshit. And whoever be calling me that on YouTube, I turns you loose. You know, my guy. Nah, we don't do that. I'm not part of this new world order. All right? TLC in the garden says, my baby girl is 16, much better off than boys were at that age. Her hustle game is strong, and she was good at spending her own money. That's good to have a good, strong, y'all, I ain't got to tell y'all about my daughter, right? I ain't got to tell you nothing. Out of all my kids, that's the gangster, right? Look, I got 2 boys and a girl. If I got a call in the middle of the night and it said, such and such detention center, would you take a call from, I don't have to know who's in jail. The last thought that I would have is one of my sons is in jail. Such and such correctional facility, would you take a collect call from, I ain't even got to finish telling me who the name is. I know it's Princess Led. Yes, yes. What did you do? That's the gangster. My boys is cool, but the one that'll cause a ruckus and snap necks like Seagal, her. That's the muscle. She's the muscle. So, you know, I told her husband, hey man, I ain't have to give her husband the whole, man, you know, if you mess with my daughter, I'm gonna have to snap your neck, you know, come in here, that's my baby. I didn't have to do that with him. I told him, you good? You all right? Did she threaten you into wanting to marry? Did she put something to your head and say you better marry? Is you okay? If you're not safe, do this. Okay? We ain't gotta say nothing, but if she threatened you to marry her, just do this for me, okay? All right? Give me a wink or something. All right? If you ever need help, say potatoes, and I'll come a running. I'm just saying. I had to give him that talk. I had to give him some codes, right? Because, man, I need to make sure you doing this at your own will. I didn't have to give the speech of the father. You want to marry my daughter, huh? Okay, well, let's get something straight. Nah, I ain't have to do that with him. I didn't have to pull out my sidearm and put it on the table. No, she probably did that with hers already. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure the boy is okay, you know, because, man, she rough. Red, like blink twice, but with separate eyes like this. Okay. If you hit me with this, okay, from right to left, left to right, I know it's a problem. 911. Or if you come up and you need some help, I need you to be playing Wyclef and Mary J. Blige's song, Somebody Please Call 911. Tell them I just got struck down with a bullet through my heart and it's piercing through my soul. Feel my body getting cold. If you playing that for no reason, I know. Okay? Someone please call 911. Like, wait a minute. This dude don't listen to Wyclef. What? And he be looking to me with Wyclef blasting in his car. I'll be like, oh, okay. I'll get someone for you. Please, just hold on tight, okay? I'm coming. Someone please call 911. Tell them I just got struck down with a bullet in my heart and it's piercing through my soul. Feel my body getting cold. Someone please call 911. So all of that stemmed from trees, didn't it? You don't baby these trees. You kill them that way. You got to toughen them up, toughen them off, just like your kids, and they'll do just fine. Okay? So I don't want to keep y'all on here all day because I'm telling you, I'm wound up and I'm about ready to cut loose, and I'm not going to do that to you today. I'm not going to do it to you today. All right? Everybody, now is the time. If your trees look like what I showed you in the beginning of this video, now is the time to start doing the chili dog method, aka air layering. Now is the time, if your trees look like mine, it's the time to start feeding your trees and fertilizing. Now is the time to start grafting your trees if you want to try grafting. Now is the best time to take cuttings and put them in water or put them in soil and make sure they do okay. So I'm just letting you know that, okay? So let's see. Leandre says rutabaga. What about rutabaga, Leandre? So we need you to keep us woke. I don't want to do that to y'all. Let's see. Yazacre says, but only if it's been in the ground for a few years. Mine was just planted in October. Make sure you covering stuff up if it was just planted in October. Make sure you cover it for a couple of years, at least. Okay? And keep your eye on it. Have I grown rutabaga? No. But I think the New Orleans gardener grows rutabaga. I think. Is T-Nog in the house? I could have swore you grew rutabaga. If T-Nog is listening, do you grow rutabaga? I tell you what, Leandre. Okay, T-Nog right here under you, Leandre. Go over to T-Nog's channel. What is tonight? What's today? What is today? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. Go over to T-Nog's channel, and she has a garden chat every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 o'clock. What is it? 8 o'clock Central or 8 o'clock? Yeah, 8 o'clock Central. So go over to T-Nog 504's channel and ask her, and she's going to tell you everything you need to know about growing rutabaga. I've never grown it. I could have swore you grew rutabaga, T-Nog. Let's see. Second Floor Garden says, man, I got 10 minutes of work left and an hour to drive home. I'm here for I'm here for as long as you here. Man, I don't want to do this to people, man. Let's see. Leandre says, What brand and wattage is that LED in the background? Man, that's an old light. I'm not gonna give you no information on that light. Trust me. It's a whole story behind that light. So it's not even worth telling you. And you can't find them no more anyway. That company went out of business, or the dude went to prison, one or the other. Harmony says, you're right, my Meyer lemon tree turned out great and gave its first fruits this past fall. Okay, all right. Judy says, Led, I sent the other half of the question while you was on your tangent. Okay, well, you're going to have to say it again. Well, let me see if I can find it, because my tangent was long. I'm just, let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, just say it again, okay, and I'll try to get to it, Judy. I'm going to stay on here for you, Judy, real quick. So give me the other half of your question. I'm hanging in there for you. Let's see, Lilies and Mirth says, me too, I'm here for it, I'm finally on a live. She's like, woohoo, okay. Yaz Acres Healing says, had some fruit trees in Etsy shopping cart. Tell me why the price went up since I was sitting here. Oh, I don't do Etsy. I'm sorry. For nobody, and everybody keep asking me about Etsy. I stay clear away from Etsy. Everybody that has success, you know, more power to you. I refuse. I refuse. I got my reasons. TLC in the Garden says, yes, they stopped selling the grow lights. That was one of the first ones. Yes, TLC, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yes, those, remember I used to give those away? What a story. But I'm not going to blow a spot up. Mike's Chaotic Garden in the house. What's going on, my brother? It's good to see you. Say, today, most LED shop lights beat grow lights. Way cheaper, too. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Judy, I'm waiting on you. Why you retracted? That might be your smart device, Yaz Acres. I'm not frozen. I'm looking at myself right now. Yeah, you might want to reboot your device that you're watching me on. Let me see. Yeah, that's their device, because I'm looking at myself on two other devices. Okay, Yaz Acres says, I went to Ison's. They didn't have the ones I want. What are you looking for, Yaz Acres? Okay, thanks everybody for the confirmation. I kind of figured, because I'm looking at myself on I'm looking at myself on my laptop and my iPad. And I'm waiting on Judy. Judy, can you come back with that question? Did your fallen persimmon tree ever recover after the pruning? Yes. Well, it's not time yet. It's going to. Okay, Yaz Acre says, avocado, cold hardy, jujube, hold on getting, okay, I don't know what that is. Hey, Kanisha, how you doing? Let's see what we got. Natasha says, not sure what I did to my cuttings, but I'm not giving up, though. Okay, there we go. Okay, Judy says, we bought 2 fruit trees from Costco last year. 1 peach, 1 pear. The pear developed fire blight. Can we possibly save the tree? Yes, you can. Depending on how far the tree contracted the virus. If you got to cut hard and deep into that fire blight, and you're not going to like it, but I promise you, it will bounce back. I can even tell you what kind of fruit, what kind of pear tree you got. that catches, a pear tree that catches fire blight really, really bad. A Bartlett. If you are in the South, if you are anywhere in the South and you have a Bartlett pear tree and it's under 5 years old, I guarantee you're going to cut that tree down in half for that whole 5 years. That tree will never really get big enough to fight the fire blight because you're constantly cutting it. Judy, can you tell me if that's a Bartlett pear tree that you're talking about? It may even be a kefir. Kefir is supposed to be like super hardy. It is for the South, but it also gets fire blight real bad. I had them all, and I got rid of them. Keita Hudson says, my grow zone is 7. How do I find out what to grow in July and August? You can browse around on YouTube and watch and listen to all the gardeners, or you can go and get the Gardener's Almanac, and that'll tell you a lot too. But you got to research. You got to Google, and you got to be out there shopping and doing research. Do me a favor. Do this. Do this. If you go online and you look at some of the trees, pull a tree up in Google, right? And it's going to tell you what you should be planting in those months in your area. And that'll help a little bit. But for the most part, there is no easy method. You got to do the work. You got to do the research, okay? Okay, Judy, you're in Louisiana. Okay, but what tree, which pear tree do you have that caught the fire blight? I really need to know that. Someone please call 911. Now that's going to be in my head all day. Tell them I just got shot down and a bullet in my heart. Okay. Venue says, Leg, can pawpaw be successful in the South? What? Absolutely. Do you have any that actually fruited? It takes pawpaw a long time to fruit. I have one. Well, I have several. But one should be fruiting any day now. I've had it for about 4 years, and it's never fruited. I'm going to tell you something else about a pawpaw tree. If you got a pawpaw tree that you dug up from the ground, and it's not grafted or anything, you may be sitting there waiting for about 5 or better years, okay? Because they're slow to grow, and then they're slower to fruit. Okay, Judy, it's a Bartlett. Okay, Judy, do me a favor. I have a tree. I have a video. Go type my name in and pull up Bartlett pear tree and fire blight. And it's going to show you, I'm going to show you exactly what I do. You're not going to want to cut your tree like that, but you have to. There's nothing you can spray on it, nothing, to stop that fire blight. That fire blight, because people always say it's certain things you spray on it, like copper and all that mess. You spray it, and it will stop it from the outside. But it's the inside of the branches and the trunk. It got fire blight running through it too. So if you only stop it topically, it's internal. You got to cut that out. And don't cut it right where it stopped. Go down another foot and cut it. I'm telling you, you may have to lose half your tree to 2/3 of your tree to save the tree. But it works. And to show you, do you want one last Lead Farmer field trip? One last Lead Farmer field trip. And I'm going to show you what fire blight does and what I did about it. One last land farmer field trip. Let's go. And this is to show fire blight damage and what I've done to solve the problem. Let's get it. Come on, pup. Might as well go for another pizzle for shizzle. Okay. Come on. All right, y'all. Okay. Now, here, you see this tree? Let me bring you close. Let me show you. Do you see this big trunk right here? This whole trunk is the Bartlett pear tree. The tree up here that's coming off of it is the Orient pear. I grafted this piece on years ago, a couple years back. See that? I grafted that on there. So every single year, the Bartlett pear tree part would get fire blight so bad that it's supposed to be taller than that tree. But every year it got fire blight so bad, I would cut the top, then cut the middle, and then it'll be back down this low again. I got tired of doing that. So I said, you know what? Bartlett ain't working here. I've been trying to grow that Bartlett pear tree for about 5 years, and I let it go. So as you see, I cut the whole Bartlett pear tree part off. And every time I grow a little sprout like this, see this? See this little sprout? That's what I do to it. I don't want no Bartlett pear tree. I don't want one. So I tear that off. I don't want nothing on here growing except the Orient pear tree. So every time I get any sprouts or anything coming out of that Bartlett pear tree part, I get rid of it. They won't do good here, okay? So all of this tree took over. You see that? All of that one branch took over. I let that now carry all of the energy and nutrients straight to that one different kind of pear. And as long as I keep that down there clear, the Orient pear, this branch, I'm gonna show you something too. Let me see. T-Knox says, you use the Bartlett pear tree for a rootstock. Absolutely. Remember, this is the pear tree that I had about 5 different kinds of pears on. The only problem is the Bartlett pear tree would catch fire blight and spread it to the other different kinds of pear trees that I grafted on there. The only one that doesn't get fire blight is the Orient. So that's the only one that lived. I cut everything else off, every other kind of tree, and left the Orient. Want to know where I got this branch from? I had a little bitty twig like this, and I'm gonna put the video. I don't keep squirrels away. You just grow a lot of fruit. They get some, you get some. Look, I put a little bitty branch like this and stuck it in that tree. And I got that little bitty branch from here. Now look at this tree. This is my Orient. This is my baby here, right? And I took a branch just like this, little bitty branch. Took a little branch and I jammed that right down there. And now this is that branch that has become a whole tree. All right, there's a pear tree in between here. I did the same thing. Let me show you something. I'm gonna go in here. Y'all got me. You know I get when I start talking about my gardening. All right, look. You see this? This used to be a Kiefer pear tree. Let me show you better. I want you to see that. See that piece right there? That used to be a Kiefer pear tree, and it kept getting fire blight. So I grafted onto it. And then I grafted another piece onto that. This was a Bartlett. It kept getting fire blight. I cut that off. And then I just let this grow. let me see what it's. This is a second pear, the little baby. Uh, let me see. This is the second pear with those little delicious, super sweet pears like candy. That's what this is now. And that's what I grafted on here. And that's what I'm letting grow. And I cut everything else off. I can't deal with fire blight. Not here. It's too humid here in the south where I live. And I live on a lake. So it's always wet and juicy around this boy. Come on, pup. Come on. Okay. Let's get in here. All right. All right. All right. How do you keep squirrels away from the trees? You don't. You are not going to get rid of squirrels. I've been fighting them for years. I gave up, they win. You can't trap enough of them. You can't catch enough of them. You ain't gonna be sitting out your window with a BB gun all day. Just, there's nothing you can do. And if you remove 20 of them, which I've done, 40 more will show up. Okay. Hey, Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner. Say, okay, Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner said, I'm in 6B, Cleveland, Ohio. Plant in spring after last frost. Give the tree chance to grow before winter again. Okay. Oh yeah, you up there in the snow. All right, second floor gardens. How do you deal with fire ants? I don't. When you say like fire ants in a container, I don't. If you want to do something, the best I ever done was just try to flood them out. It's nothing you can do. You have to make the environment for whatever is infesting your situation hostile. Okay. Thank you for that power chair. I appreciate you, man. Saying thank you for the chat. I had about given up on apples and pear trees because of fire blight. It's some apples that won't get it. Want to hear an apple tree that I've never had fire blight with and I get fruit every year? I'm gonna give you 3 trees that I've never gotten fire blight. And remember, my lake is right here about 50 yards away from me, okay? I stay down in a valley and it's super humid and wet and moist here. 3 trees right off the top of my head that I've never had fire blight and I get fruit every year. A Anna apple, a Dorset golden, a pink lady, a Granny Smith, and a yellow or golden delicious. See, I gave you 5. Those are the only trees I try to grow now. I don't try to grow all that other stuff anymore because all they do is get fire blight and I got to keep cutting them until they die. Right? So those are the 5 I grow. I got let me show you. Let me show you the best I can anyway. This is a Anna apple right here blooming. You ain't gonna believe this, but this Anna apple tree has been blooming even through the ice storms and it didn't kill it. It didn't even kill the blooms and it has gotten down to 16 degrees here. Okay? That Anna apple, I don't know what it got going on, but an Anna apple, a Dorset golden, gold or yellow delicious, a pink lady apple. The pink lady is like the big super sweet apple. It's kind of like a Honey Crisp, okay? And a Granny Smith. Those are some no nonsense, gonna give you fruit whether you want it or not, apple trees for the South. I could go on and name a bunch more, but those are my go-to, my 5 go-tos, okay? G. Cole says, just picked up. Oh man, why you get rid of it, G. Cole? I was just about to read it. So I hope that helps you, my friend, Power Chair Gardener. I hope that helped you, brother. And thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Okay. Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner says, yes, in the ground, unless tropical, then in 5 or more gallon pot. Okay. All right. So I didn't want to stay on here that long. Well, I did. I didn't know if y'all did. But if we chopping it up and we talking business, we talking garden business, let's get it. Okay? We got about 5 minutes left, and it might as well because it's been an hour and a half coming up. G Cole says, I just picked up a golden Dorset from Costco, 27 bucks. You will never be sorry you picked up that tree. That tree will fruit whether you want it or not. A Granny Smith golden or yellow delicious, a pink lady, an Anna apple, and a Dorset golden apple. No matter what you do, they're going to fruit. And the winter don't destroy them. Say they get a freeze and it kills some of the blooms. I don't know where they save new blooms at, but new blooms even come back. So you're going to get some fruit no matter what. Okay? Oh, I want to say hey, but I cannot pronounce your name. And I don't want to call you Damali. Is that it? Damali J? I don't want to burn your name up, but how you doing? Okay? You a new gardener, a beginner? Welcome. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Okay? Let's see. Country Boy Capital says, I got a golden Dorset and an Anna just by Hapstance a few years ago in a big box store in Georgia, AB. Best apple trees you could have bought. Here's the other thing. The Golden Delicious and the Dorset Golden, they pollinate each other really well. That's why they always sell those next to each other. You see them at the store. And if y'all haven't figured out, these stores sell things in phases. There will be one kind of plum and another kind of plum in the spring. Then summer, it'll be a different kind of plum and a different kind of plum. Then they start selling in the fall, another kind of plum and another kind of plum. They do that with apples, pears, citrus, and everything else all through the year because they're giving you the ones that will most likely help pollinate that other tree. Okay? Okay. All right, y'all. We've come to, we got a 3-minute ticker going. What we got? Couple more questions I can answer. 99 Fabrication says, man, I just parked this truck and I was pumping my fist listening to the part about babying these grown kids. I'm not alone out here. You ain't alone, man. You are not alone. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Let's see what we got. Bro, Tony Henry says, peace and blessings, my brother. I'm proud of you and your family. I'm just learning how to use this phone. Followed you for years. Well, welcome, my brother. I can't say welcome if you've been following me for years. I'm glad you was able to figure it out, okay? It's good to hear from you. Nikki Walker said, I've been gardening for years, but this is my first year growing fruit trees. I purchased nectarines. 2 nectarine trees. Let me tell you something. No. Maybe it's just me. I don't know what it is about this land at this house. It will not grow nectarines. All nectarines is a hairless peach. It gotta be more to it than that. Because I grow peaches here like nothing. But I've tried to grow probably 10 nectarines, 10 different kinds. This land, no matter where I plant it, will not grow nectarines. I'm going to say this. You got a good tree. Nectarines is the bomb. Matter of fact, this year what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to grow some nectarines on Freedom Acres. Oh, one last Land Farmer field trip. Who down? Growing with Hudson say I plan to add more fruit trees. I'm more down for the fruit trees than in the garden because I'm going to get fruit without all the work. One more Land Farmer field trip. I want to show y'all something. Y'all down? Says brand new gardener here. What's your name? ERB and more. How you doing? Said brand new gardener here. Just got my first fig tree. Hope all goes well with it. It's going to be fine. Trust me. Okay. Gratitude and Grace Garden said I just bought 2 raspberry bushes and a hardy kiwi. Just don't know when I should put them in the ground. I'm gonna tell you this: if you don't know anything about kiwis, they will take over your garden, and so will raspberries. I'm telling you. Let's go on that last Land Farmer field trip because I want to show y'all something that I forgot to show you. Okay, let's go. Come on, pup. Come on, baby. Come on, honey. Come on, baby. Let's go. Look at, look at. Come on. Ready to go, ready to go. Come on, come on. Let's get out of here. Look. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get out of here. Okay. This is what I wanted to show y'all right out the gate. Can y'all see okay? I want to show y'all the difference in something, okay? Look at this. Do y'all remember when I planted these? These are all of those bare root trees from Ison's nursery. And they are all waking up. All of them. All of them, I did it live with y'all. I put them in 5-gallon buckets, all of them. You see them waking up? All of them waking up. I just put them in 5-gallon buckets, filtered 2/3 with soil, and that's it. And they're all waking up. Now, I didn't get that one from them. I got that from Tractor Supply. But all of these cherry trees and plum trees and pluots and everything else is waking up. So I wanted to show you the quality of an Ison nursery tree. That's why I'm here. Now, I'm 5'9", 5'10"-ish, okay? This is how tall these trees are. Now remember, they're on the ground. So they ain't standing on nothing. This is how tall this tree is. So when you receive a tree, you're getting a quality tree, okay? So the reason I'm doing this is because when you order a tree online, they'll send, listen, you'll order a tree online and they'll send you something like this, right? A tree online will send you something like this and you paid $100 for it. I got tired of dealing with those folks. So this is what you can expect from Ison's nursery. Now look, I'm gonna stand straight up on you. All these trees is taller than me. These are the trees that I received. Hey, honey. Oh, look at this sexy little burrito. Yeah, I'm putting you on blast. Hey, honey.
Hey, honey. About to see these scraps.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, see, I'm Land Farmer field trip. What? Where? No, I didn't see that egg.
Ooh, and some more in there.
It's some more inside? I was going to ask you, did you take the egg out of there?
I took one out yesterday.
Oh, good,
This is
good.
a good one.
Okay, y'all. Y'all see I got my new setup all ready to go. Ooh, yeah. Get that, shake that egg.
I don't want that one.
Why?
That's on the ground.
Is you nuts? I am gonna get it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get this egg. Ugh. Okay. All right. Fresh eggs. Let her in. But yeah, you see I got the whole new setup for the chickens. Side by side. Low rider cages. These are the producer pride ones. and I just put two of them together and remove the center wall back there so they could just have all this space to themselves without them being up too high, and it's low key away from the neighbors and stuff like that, right? So they're doing terrific. They're doing great. So what I do is I open this door when I let them out in the yard. When I'm gonna be home all day, this door swings open, and then they can walk out in the yard and do their thing all day. So don't think that they're locked in this for good, because they're not. I let them free range. When I'm here all day, let them free range and get all of these bugs and good nutrients up out the ground. All right. Say, I know that soil rich. Of course it is. All right. I think this one might call it. I think this one might be the finisher. All right. Any last questions about Ison's nursery trees? Grown with us in that soil so rich. I'm going to scoop that out of there and put that under all these trees. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to haul some soil from my pig pen. I'm going to get my tractor, scoop up some of that dirt from the pig pen, and I'm going to bring it here too and put around these trees. All that piggy pudding is going to do good. Okay, the Power Chair Farmer says, Ison's Nursery bare root, Titan blueberries, let me see, CME to you, 2 to 3 feet within a grapefruit size root ball. Oh, come to you, 2 to 3 feet with a grapefruit size root ball. Yes, my root balls is even bigger than that. And they're always bigger than 2 or 3 feet tall. Yeah, Keita Hudson, yeah, I got pigs and chickens. I got rid of my quail. I don't want to do that no more. That's just not my thing. I may experiment some other day, but right now that's a no for me, dog. Okay. All right. Any other questions, y'all? Okay, let's round it out then. We did the best we could do. I want to say thank you all for coming through the Greenhouse Lounge. And now is the time to start your air layers if your trees look like the ones I've shown you. Now is the time to do a chili dog method air layer, okay? If your trees look like the ones I showed you. Now is the time to fertilize your fruit trees if your trees look like the ones I showed you. If your area and your trees look like that, now is the time to jump on top of it. Because if you jump on top of, if your trees look like this, and you jump on top of the chili dog method right now, okay, you have a chance to do several chili dog methods throughout this year because you will have plenty of time left. All right, a chili dog method takes anywhere from 30 days and sometimes a little longer, but you will have time for that longer to occur. All right, with that being said, hey, y'all, thank you for coming through. I enjoyed everything. Hey, thanks for the super chats, my friends. Thank you. Live Farmer 73, stay safe, stay sane. I love you, and I'm out. Peace, y'all. And if you want more information about that rutabaga, T-Nog is about to go live in a little bit, about 8 o'clock Central Time. Just to let you know, New Orleans Gardener, Central Time, 8 o'clock. All right? Live Farm 73, love you, and I'm out.